Hello Capricorn, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you're doing well. We're going to jump right into the message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Capricorn. And if you find that this reading is resonating for you, there will be an extended at the end of this video over on Patreon. You can find the link in the description box below to join my Patreon community, which I just brought back to life today. It's only $5 a month for extended readings, unlimited extended readings, other channeled messages and astrology talk. So it's definitely worth the $5 if you can swing it. I highly encourage you to join. Okay, Capricorn, we're going to start your message off starting with the Soul's Journey Oracle or lesson cards. What is the message for Capricorn? Message for Capricorn. Okay. All right, Capricorn, first card we have out for you is adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Definitely been a powerful, confusing, and very energetic Mercury retrograde. We also have Pluto in retrograde moving back into Capricorn very soon. What day is that? I'll tell you in a second. I don't have these. September 1st. Pluto moves back into Capricorn to tie up some loose ends, and then we'll begin to re-enter Aquarius for the next few hundred years. November 19th. So anyway, Capricorn, there's some adversity that you're learning through. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So let's get into this a little bit deeper for you. Definitely this retrograde has been showing us our doubts, our fears, our insecurities, our mind. Mercury's all about the mind, our thoughts, our perceptions, our perspectives, as well as our communication and listening skills. And Mercury, especially in retrograde, is also known as the trickster. The mind can play tricks on us. Oh, yes, it can, as well as Mercury can play tricks on us as well with electronics, technology, anything, truly anything. But it's really powerful when we're using it as a tool to reflect, review, rewind, relearn. What else do we have for Capricorn? We have throat chakra. There we go with the communication and listening. It's very important. Listening is a part of communication. A very valuable and important part of communication is how well do we listen? Are we only listening for what we need to say next? Or like to stay on our own track? Or are we able to sit back and actually listen? And not only listen, but listen to the subtle cues of what's not being said, but what's being felt, what's being shown through facial expressions and body language. Very important to hone in on that throat chakra, as well as speaking your truth, your full truth, expressing yourself with compassion and with love, but also with honor for yourself. This adversity is showing me that it's showing you your patterns. It's also showing you where you need to slow down and really pay attention to what somebody else is saying or not saying. We have moving on as the next card out here. moving on from something, from adversity most likely. Moving on from a tough period, I'm hearing. Moving on from a challenging period of life where things were not actually moving in the direction or as fast as you would have liked to. Maybe moving on from some stagnancy or some repetitive lessons. A lot of times we do repeat these lessons as we're actually honing in on our gifts and our new abilities. Oh, I just got a hot flash. All right. Love begins. And then we have the throat chakra. So Capricorn, you're going through like an energetic shift of some sort. While you're going through adversity, that's usually how it goes, right? Crown chakra, receiving those downloads, receiving the messages from your guides, from the universe. Again, and trusting it. I think the trust and truly listening to those messages and taking them seriously is one of the most important factors and tests. We're tested on that. Do you go by what other people say or what you've been taught, or are you actually listening to your own higher self and your guides scream to you? Sometimes it's like, Capricorn, will you please listen to me and trust it? Okay, so love begins overall. And look what's below that. Spiritual union. And what's below that? Harmony. What's below that? The waiting game. You've been waiting quite some time here to truly, but whether you're aware of it or not, to truly connect to others, or at least just one other, at a soul level, fully, wholeheartedly, at a soul level, a soul bond. Starts with connecting to yourself and your guides and loving yourself, and then expressing that love outwards. No longer playing in these silly childish games that maybe the universe had brought certain key characters into play and you play along with them. All right, let's excuse me. Love begins. And I'm looking at this card. There's definitely two different hands or two different colored sleeves anyway there. So love begins. Look what we have that wanted to peek out. Hide and seek. We do play hide and seek with our soul, with our true self. This is revealing hidden aspects, hidden parts that have been repressed within us after going through quite a period of time in the void. Which is just like an empty space inside, and we still play out these old roles and patterns and versions of ourselves. Eventually we kind of get worn out by that all by ourselves. We wear ourselves out. So anyway, moving on. Capricorn is moving on. I got a tickle in my throat chakra. Throat chakra being your first one out. There most likely is something that you need to say to somebody and you've been kind of holding off. Understand why. Maybe it's important to first understand why there's, here we go with the Kundalini rising. I thought so with the two energetic cards here. You're definitely going through an energetic shift for sure. Not for the faint of heart. This is like Kundalini. If you're not familiar with Kundalini, look it up, research it. See if that's what you're actually experiencing. It affects the body. It affects the physical body, the energetic body, the mental body, the emotional body, and much, much more. It can go on for years sometimes, or some extremely fast and eruptive. It is the energy that runs through all of the channels in the body, through all of the chakras and meridians, and really blasting out toxins and stagnancy, and all of the psychic senses open up, and it's like, wow, what is happening here? It's not for the faint of heart, because it opens us up to deep repressed emotions that we were not expecting to ever have to revisit again in our lifetime, and yet you can't escape from them. You can't run and escape from them. So, okay, we're going to go a little bit more into this, just to get a little extra. But whatever this energy is doing for you, Capricorn, it is assisting you in moving on from something that it's time to go. It's time to leave behind certain people that you've been engaging with, or certain patterns you've been engaged with, a mindset, a belief system. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Showing me. Throat chakra. It is important that you listen. But more so, it's important that you express what has been, what you've been holding in, what's been stuck inside. Whether there's a part in you that's like telling you it's not safe, something bad's going to happen, it's going to be the end of the world if I actually speak my truth. It's important that you do. And when you do it with your light. This card, she's holding back the darkness, holding back the blame, the shame, the guilt, the angry, the suppressed, the repressed feelings, and just expressing truth with the heart, with love and compassion. Moving on, this was in reverse, so you're moving on from perceiving life and others as being dark, mischievous, and scary into more of a lighthearted approach to life. And this card is a beautiful portrayal of how, when we change our perspective and perception of things, it changes the way we see everything, right? You can see things as being dark and out to get you, after you, or you can see things in a lighthearted approach. And look at that trickster energy right there. That's Mercury. Mercury retrograde can be quite the trickster energy, and most of the time that is our mind playing tricks with us. Crown chakra, well, you've been blocking it. You've been blocking the truth that's been coming in, but look what's happening. Your higher self is saying no more, no more. You're actually overcoming this. This is the ego. It's the inner guard. It's the protector, but it's keeping you from actually fully living and expressing, speaking your authenticity and your truth. Always, always. Overall, we have the Nine of Voices, which does speak of anxiety, stress, having trouble sleeping because of the way that the mind is going. We have Two of Voices below that. You've been on the fence for a while. I don't know what to do. Should I say? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I say it? Should I be quiet? Blah, 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 blah. It's changing. This is changing for you, but right now you're in the middle of this adversity, and it is a challenge that is teaching you something really important about yourself, and you will be moving on from this. So Capricorn, that's what I have for you this week. If you would like to follow us over onto the extended of this reading, follow us over onto Patreon. The link is in the description box below. If this is where you leave us, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. I keep forgetting to say all that stuff, but if this is where you leave us, I hope that you found this to be helpful for you, and I'm sending you so much love. Check out the extended over on Patreon if you feel called to. So much love. Take care. Bye.